If you feel like you've lost your fire, it's because you've been feeding the wrong parts of your life. This video isn't motivation, it's demolition. We're tearing down weakness, distraction, excuses, and rebuilding a man the world can't shake. You're not tired. You're drained from living a life that doesn't challenge you. You've been stuck too long in a version of yourself you were never meant to be. Today we reset the system, restart the fire, and refocus your entire existence. Welcome to the reckoning. When was the last time you truly looked in the mirror and saw power, not exhaustion staring back? Most men don't fall. They fade, slowly, quietly, until they forget who they were born to be. This isn't just a video, it's your war cry. Your chance to rise from the ashes and become unbreakable. Hey Stoic warriors, welcome back. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever looked into the mirror and felt like the man staring back wasn't you anymore? Like you've been drifting, just going through the motions, trapped in the same lifeless patterns? You feel detached, hollow. Your purpose feels distant, and day by day, your potential slips away, quietly, mercilessly, while time rushes past like a storm you can't stop. Maybe somewhere along the way you let yourself slide. Maybe life hit you so relentlessly, loss, betrayal, failure, that you stopped pushing. You adapted to the weight. You made peace with the stuckness. You became okay with being less than what you know you were born to become. And now, that fire inside, it's not out, but it's fading. Faint. Flickering embers where an inferno used to rage. But here's the truth you've forgotten. Fire never really dies. It waits. It waits for breath. It waits for you. Right now, in this moment, you have a decision to make. Let it burn out completely, or feed it until it roars back to life. Because the man who kneels to comfort is the man who builds his own prison. The man who avoids discomfort is already defeated. And the man who stays the same, he's not standing still, he's sinking. But a Stoic? A Stoic doesn't cry for an easier road. He doesn't beg for pity or wish things had been different. He takes the pain, the failure, the storm, and molds it into something stronger. He turns rejection into armor. He turns hardship into strength. He doesn't kneel before suffering. He makes suffering kneel before him. Every man reaches a breaking point, a moment where the old version of himself has to die. Not someday, not when it's convenient. Now. No more waiting, no more hoping, no more dragging around the dead weight of your past. Kill the weakness, bury the excuses, tear yourself out of the grave you've been lying in, and rebuild with fire in your chest and steel in your spine. This is your turning point. But none of it matters if you don't act. Don't sit there nodding. Move, act, reclaim the fire before it dies for good. And while you're here, smash that like button, subscribe, and lock in. This isn't just another video. This is your wake-up call. The moment you either rise or disappear. Now let's get to work. Number 1. Reset. Burn the past. Release the weight. You can't move forward if you're still shackled to ghosts. You've looked in the mirror and seen a stranger. But the truth is, it's not just time that's changed you. It's the weight of everything you haven't let go. Yesterday, the pain, the failures, the ghosts of who you used to be, they're still clinging to you. And that's what's dragging you down. It's time to cut them loose. Rip them apart. Burn them. That heartbreak you thought would destroy you? It wasn't a curse. It was a catalyst, a brutal awakening. Every tear you cried, every sleepless night, every moment you questioned your worth, that chapter is closed. Don't reread it. Let it burn. Let it become smoke and ash behind you. If it doesn't fuel your fire, it's only feeding your destruction. And those failures, the ones that creep into your thoughts like shadows whispering, "You're not enough." They don't define you. They never did. They were your training ground, lessons in disguise. They didn't break you. They built you. Every scar, every stumble, every no you heard, it all sharpened your edge. You are not the mistake. You are what survived it. And the people who left you bleeding in the dark, the ones who doubted you, betrayed you, vanished when you needed them most, they did you a favor. They weren't your tribe. They were your test. You didn't lose them. You outgrew them. Now you see clearly, they were never worthy of your energy, so let them fade. Let their memory dissolve into silence while you rise, louder than ever. You're no longer shackled to their absence. You're no longer defined by their departure. You're free. Too many men cling to the past, like it's their identity. I failed once. I'll fail again. That's not truth. That's fear talking, and fear is a liar. You are not your lowest moment. You are not the man who gave up. That man is gone, buried, burned. The man standing here now, he's new, he's forged, he's rising, and the world hasn't seen anything yet. Marcus Aurelius said, "The past is beyond us. It's over. It's done. The only thing left is what you choose to do next." So, what will it be? Will you keep dragging your old self around like dead weight? Or will you set fire to the lies, the limits, the labels, and rise? You owe your old self nothing. The man who failed, who stumbled, who broke down, he's not in charge anymore. Rip up the contract you made with your past. Tear it to shreds. Set it on fire. You don't owe that version of you a damn thing. The Stoics believed that everything, even pain, even failure, can be transformed into power. No suffering was wasted. No scar is meaningless. But now, it's time to let the weight go. To sever what no longer serves. To step forward without the chains. And when you do, when you feel that burn deep in your chest as those invisible chains snap, that's freedom. That's life. That's the energy that's been waiting inside you all along. The world doesn't own you anymore. You do. You are not the man you were yesterday. You're not defined by what broke you, and you're not bound to the man you could have been. You are the man who rises from the ashes. The power of your future isn't found in regret. It's found in your response. Let the past burn. Let it become the fire in your lungs, the steel in your spine. Let it free you. The past is fuel. And you are the match. Burn it. Rise. Your future is waiting. And it's not knocking politely, it's roaring for you to step forward. Number 2, restart. Build a new foundation. Most people stay stuck, not because they lack potential, but because they're afraid. Afraid to begin again. Afraid of the climb. Afraid of the unknown. They fear the grind of being a beginner. The stumbles. The slow progress. The hits to their ego. They cling to the ruins of the life they lost because it's familiar, even if it's killing them. But hear this clearly. Restarting is not weakness, it's power. Raw, unfiltered, untamed power. It's the decision to rise from rubble with bloody knuckles and say, "Let's begin." You want to know what separates the unstoppable from the average? It's not that they've never failed. It's not that they've never lost everything. It's that when life shattered their path, they didn't stay down. They didn't sit in the ruins, mourning what was. They stood up, wiped the blood off their face, and started rebuilding, brick by painful brick. That's where the real power is born. Not in perfection. In the rebuild. When the old road crumbles beneath your feet, the universe is offering you one thing, a new one. But you have to walk it. You have to be the one to build it. The world will not hand you mercy. It will tear through your comfort, crush your illusions, and break you open. But your response? That's your legacy. Seneca, the Stoic titan, once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor strengthens the body." That pain you feel, that struggle, that moment you want to scream to quit, to curl into yourself and disappear, that's not the end. That's the beginning. That's the furnace where unbreakable minds are forged. The old path is dead. Good. Because you're not here to recycle what failed. You're here to create something new, stronger, wiser, fiercer than before. The Stoics weren't survivors. They were rebels. They stared down fate and reshaped it with their own hands. They knew that when everything external is stripped away, when money, reputation, comfort, and certainty are gone, what you're left with is you. And if you are solid, then nothing else can shake you. So think about it. Every legend you admire, every name that echoes through time, they all had one thing in common. They fell, but they didn't stay there. They got back up. They restarted. They walked through fire and came out forged, not with less, but with more. More wisdom, more grit, more control. They didn't just recover. They rebuilt with such power that the world had no choice but to remember them. And now it's your turn. This restart, it won't be easy. It will test you. It will hurt. It will demand everything from you. You'll feel doubt. You'll hear that old voice whispering, "You're not ready." Ignore it. It's lying. The man who decides to rebuild cannot be stopped. You're not just fixing pieces. You're forging a force. So build. Bleed. Restart. Because your new foundation is rising. And when it's done, it won't just be strong. It will be unshakable. This is the moment. Right here, right now. This is where the real you begins. Not the version that bends to fear, not the version that second guesses everything, but the version that is reborn, relentless, unapologetic, unstoppable. Seneca's words echo louder than ever. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. And it's true, isn't it? Most of your pain, it isn't even real. It's fear in disguise, fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. But listen closely. Stop imagining defeat. Stop building catastrophes in your head. You don't need to fear failure. You need to walk into it, head high, fists clenched. Own it. Let it test you. Let it temper you. And when the smoke clears, rise like a storm. This is how you reclaim your life. This is how you erase the script you didn't write and pen your own epic. Forget who you used to be. Forget the limits others placed on you. Forget the labels, the past, the excuses. That version of you, he's gone. You are the architect, now the builder, the fire. And what you're about to construct isn't just a comeback, it's going to be legendary. Number 3, refocus. Lock in on your mission. Now take a look around. Seriously. Look at the world you're living in. What do you see? People trapped in cycles. Minds lost in noise. Eyes glued to screens, scrolling endlessly. Jumping from one meaningless distraction to another. Click, scroll, swipe, repeat. Each second stolen, each hour gone, each day erased without a trace. They don't even notice, and when they do, it's already too late. They chase everything except purpose. They move without direction, wasting years on things that don't matter, and at the end of it all, they look back and wonder why they feel empty. This is the reality for most people. They dream of greatness. They talk about building something meaningful, but they never start because they're too distracted to focus. Here's the truth. Success isn't about effort alone. Effort without focus is a wasted flame. Success demands obsession, ruthless clarity, an iron will that says no to anything that doesn't serve your mission. It's not for the half-committed. It's not for the lazy. It's for those who are ready to go to war with every excuse, every temptation, every voice that whispers, it's okay to settle. If you want something extraordinary, you have to live with extraordinary discipline. No distractions, no detours, just relentless momentum. Success is a battlefield, and you cannot stumble blindly into victory. You have to choose your target. Lock eyes on it, and chase it with every breath in your lungs, every action, every decision, every word, every movement, aimed like a weapon at your goal. Let the world around you collapse into noise. Let their failures fill the background. Let their distractions dissolve into static. You are not them. You weren't born to follow. You were born to lead. And leaders don't need motivation. They are motivation. Live like a man possessed by purpose, with a fire so bright it drowns every ounce of doubt, fear, and hesitation. Because here's the truth. If you don't lock in, if you don't protect your focus, the world will steal it from you, and you'll spend your life chasing nothing. But if you do, if you lock in with everything you've got, you'll become unbreakable. That uncertainty you feel, that fire in your chest, it needs to burn with such intensity that even your darkest days, the storms, the setbacks, the betrayals, can't put it out. Because this right here, is where true strength is born. Not from juggling a million things, not from pleasing everyone, but from burning away all the fluff, the noise, the distractions, and focusing like a laser on what is yours to control. Because that's where your power lives. That's where your truth is forged. Epictetus, one of the wisest Stoic minds to ever walk this earth, taught us, freedom is the only true possession. And what is freedom? It's not wealth. It's not applause. It's not control over others. It's control over yourself, your thoughts, your focus, your actions. Everything else? Illusion, smoke, not yours to carry. The world is drowning in noise, in distractions, in chaos, but none of it is your responsibility. You only own one thing, the path you choose to walk. So let me ask you, what are you really fighting for? What's actually worth your time? Your energy? Your soul? Because whatever that is, that's where your focus must live. No compromise, no distractions, no excuses. Don't wait for the perfect time. There isn't one. This is your moment. Right here, right now. This is where the average man fades and the unbreakable one rises. You want to be untouchable? You want to build a life that shakes the earth, that echoes after you're gone? Then stop scattering yourself across 1,000 meaningless things. Focus. Lock in. Burn with purpose. Epictetus also said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Think about that. What if, instead of chasing everything, you obsessed over one thing, your mission? What if you tuned out the chaos, ignored the noise, and funneled every ounce of your soul into building something eternal? That's the Stoic way. That's the warrior's way. And that is how you win. Because at the end of this journey, it's not just about money, not just about glory. It's about what you leave behind. Legacy. And no one, not the doubters, not the critics, not even time itself, can take that from you. So focus, obsess, execute, burn away the distractions. Go tunnel vision. And when you emerge, bruised, hardened, victorious, you won't just have success. You'll have built a life that matters. Number 4, protect your energy. Not everyone deserves access to you. There are people in your life, right now, maybe close, maybe casual, who aren't just wasting your time. They're draining your soul. They don't just distract you, they devour you. Every conversation with them leaves you a little bit emptier. Every interaction strips away another layer of who you used to be. You try to be kind. You try to be understanding. But the truth? Some people are leeches, parasites, emotional vampires feeding off your light and leaving you in the dark. And the worst part? You let them in. Every moment you spend explaining yourself to someone who refuses to listen. Every call you answer just because you feel guilty. Every fake smile you wear to avoid confrontation. It's not kindness. It's self-betrayal. They take and take, and you keep giving. Not realizing that what you're giving up isn't just time. It's your future, your focus, your fire. But let this be your wake-up call. Your energy is not a charity. It's not a giveaway. It's not some infinite supply for anyone to tap into. Your energy is your life force. And if you let the wrong people steal it, you're not just drained, you're diminished. It's time to protect yourself like your destiny depends on it. Because it does. Guard your energy like a lion guards its pride, fiercely, relentlessly, without apology. Cut them off, cold, no drama, no explanations, just clean, sharp silence. Let your distance speak the truth that words never could. You don't owe them a response. You don't owe them a final message. You don't owe them your light. And if they can't respect your boundaries, they never respected you. Let them go. It doesn't matter how long they've been around, how many memories you've made, or how close you once were. If they're draining your strength, they've overstayed their welcome. The moment you draw the line, the moment you say, no more, you'll feel something powerful ignite within you. A fire, a force, a surge of clarity that you haven't felt in years. You'll feel grounded, untouchable, unbreakable. And the world, it'll feel your shift. Whether they admit it or not, The people who are meant to walk with you, they'll rise. They'll match your frequency. They'll respect your power. But the rest, they'll fade. Exactly as they should. You are not here to be anyone's emotional crutch. You are not the one who holds everyone else together while falling apart yourself. Your energy is sacred. Protect it, or watch everything you love fall with it. Let them go. Let them fade into the past like smoke dissolving in the wind. You don't need them. Not the ones who drain you. Not the ones who disappear when your fire grows too bright. Not the ones who recoil at your strength because it reflects everything they lack. If someone can't stand beside you at full power, if they can't match your energy or walk in step with your purpose, they don't belong on your path. And when you finally let them go, when you cut the chains and unshackle yourself from dead weight, you don't just move forward, you rise. You become something you never thought you could be. Stronger, sharper, more focused, more dangerous in the best way possible. You become unbreakable. You become unstoppable. The Stoics lived by this truth. Your greatest power lies not in what the world throws at you, but in what you allow to stay. You can't control what others say or do, but you can control who has access to your mind, your heart, your energy. And when you take that power back, when you finally stop handing your peace to those who mock it, you'll feel something unlock inside you. A power that's been waiting, a strength that's been smothered by the wrong company for far too long. The greatness you've been chasing, it's not missing. It's trapped behind the boundaries you've been too afraid to draw. It's buried under the noise of people who were never meant to walk your journey with you. The moment you protect your energy is the moment you awaken, the force that makes you invincible. So guard it like the treasure it is. Stand firm like a warrior at the gates of your soul. Let no one through who hasn't earned the right to walk beside you. And watch how your world changes. Now, number 5. Discipline over feelings. Build unbreakable habits. Motivation is a myth. It comes and goes like the wind. A spark that flickers once and vanishes the moment the fire gets real. It might get you started, but it will not keep you going. The real power? Discipline. Discipline is the fire that doesn't wait to be lit. It's the flame that burns with or without permission, with or without mood, with or without support. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It moves. Anyway, if you're still waiting for the right moment to begin, to build, to change, to fight, let me be honest with you. That moment isn't coming. It's a lie. A mirage sold to weak minds by comfort and fear. Winners don't move because they feel like it. They move because they said they would. They show up when they're exhausted. They show up when it's hard. They show up when no one is watching. Because they know that's where greatness is forged. Feelings. They'll tell you to hit snooze, to skip the workout, to eat the junk, to stay comfortable and soft and small. But discipline whispers, get up anyway. It says, do it again. It says, we don't stop here. And if you want to live the life most men will never taste, a life built from fire and forged in grit, you'll have to let discipline drive and tell your feelings to take a back seat. Because here's the truth, your feelings will lie. But discipline will liberate you. The temptation to rest, The urge to stop. It always creeps in right when you're supposed to fight the hardest. But you weren't born to live in comfort. You're not here to coast through life on autopilot. You are here to build something that can't be broken. To create a life so resilient, so unshakably powerful, that when the storms hit, because they will, you don't flinch, you don't fold, you stand tall. Discipline is how that life is built. It's the sword that cuts through distraction, the shield that blocks out weakness, the hammer that shapes the version of you the world has never seen before. This isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about showing up every single day regardless of the pain, the doubt, the chaos around you. When the world screams that you're not enough, when every part of your body begs for rest, discipline is the voice that rises from deep within and says, "We move anyway." It's not a trend. It's not a phase. It's a vow you make with yourself. Unbreakable. Unshakable. Marcus Aurelius didn't talk about motivation. He didn't sit around waiting to feel ready. He said, "The impediment to action advances. Action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Let that sink in. The thing in your path, the pain, the delay, the failure, that is not the thing stopping you. That is the doorway to your next level. Every time you push past the resistance, you level up. Every time you say yes to the hard path and no to comfort, you're becoming more than just a man. You're becoming a force, a machine of purpose, a titan of willpower, a warrior who cannot be stopped. So stop waiting. Stop asking for signs. You are the sign. You're not supposed to feel ready. You're supposed to make a decision right now that this is it. This is the moment you draw the line. This is where the old you dies, and the new you gets born in fire. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. So be one. Be the man who doesn't give up when it's hard. Be the one who chooses to rise no matter the cost. The one who keeps showing up when everyone else gives up. The one who chooses discipline over comfort, fire over fear, legacy over laziness. Let your discipline burn hotter than your excuses. Let it melt every fear, every delay, every distraction that's ever held you back. And when people doubt you, when they fall away, when they quit, you'll keep going. Unbreakable, unstoppable, untouchable. Because here's the hard truth, brother. This is the crossroads. No one is coming to save you. No second chances, no magic fixes, just you. Your choices, your fire, your future. You either destroy the old version of yourself or let him haunt you forever. You either rip yourself out of the grave of your past or rot in the same loop, pretending you're fine. So what will it be? Annihilate the old self. Reinvent your life. Build something relentless. Fuel every ounce of your energy into this one moment. No turning back, no escape, just power. If this shook you to the core, if something inside you cracked open, then smash that like button. Drop a comment that says, "I'm annihilating my old self today." And hit subscribe, because we're not here to watch transformation. We're here to live it, to burn the old world down, and build something that sets the whole damn sky on fire. No more waiting, no more wishing. This is your moment. Let's rise, let's destroy, let's lead. We're just getting started.